Imagine finding a box and inside it you find a collection of cut out paper dolls with names you've almost never heard of, so old fashioned, and a whole stack that had different countries on them. I began to explore what used to be my grandmother's collection, and it looked like it was from the 1920s, the 1930s. Her old fashioned cursive handwriting was just delicately labeling each of these envelopes, which it looked like she had handmade. The paper is so thin, and it sounds like a different era altogether. Um, there are so many of these. Um, just stacks and stacks, a few handfuls that are tucked into this box. And so I thought it would be neat to take a look and share at least some of them now and the rest of them at another time. It's hard to explain to you how vibrant and rich these colors are. When I opened these, I was so surprised to see that, first of all, there was doubles, so that means my grandmother would have collected two magazines to get that set, and they were not cut out yet. So most of these paper dolls are clipped out of a magazine, and there's writing on the back of them. So they're clipped out of a magazine and then tucked away. So my grandmother would have made kind of like an inventory or a list. These are all numbered. I'm not too sure about the series yet. But as I look at each of them, I'm noticing that there's a few different series from that old kind of Western Americana style to this style, which is more, I think, like late 1920s, early 1930s. And this is an example of one that my grandmother would have cut out already. So that was kind of a pleasure to see that she had, with her own hands cut out those little details, those little tabs. Um, and the fashion is just incredible. It really is. And we have to remember that these are not cardboard. They are magazine paper. It's very, very thin. And so there's writing on the back of each of these. So, I mean, that in itself is really interesting because it creates a silhouette, not only of fashion at the time, but what women were reading at the time. And this collection, like, it makes me emotional because these dolls were more than just about playing with. They're about fashion, they're about imagination, they're about like finding joy in day-to-day life. So when I look at this collection, I'm happy to share it with others, and I hope you follow us at Evelynne's Ephemera.